In today's video, it's part 6 of the Am into God series in a Rise crossover. But before we go ahead and get on with that, would you guys like to have a chance to win a free Game Pass? All you need to do is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username down below. I give away multiple Game Pass every week. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So to go ahead and become a pro of the game, I need to get my rank high. My rank is currently M+, but to get it up to M rank, I need to go ahead and awaken. And to awaken from memory, I need to beat the statue boss in Leveling City dungeon. So I need to do a double dungeon in Leveling City. And fortunately for me, a dungeon in Leveling City did just go ahead and spawn. So I thought, let's go ahead and test it out. And I need to turn the super speed off, so I'm running in the completely wrong direction. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is not where the lift is. The lift is just over here. That did take me a little bit longer than probably necessary to find. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this dungeon. My tier increased a few times there. I don't know what I did, but I must have done something. Anyway, where is this dungeon? I think, wait, is this the dungeon? That's not the dungeon. Wait, is this the dungeon? This is the dungeon here. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to press create on the dungeon here. And then I want to go here and I can use my double dungeon rune. And yeah, we're kind of like, I'm pretty sure that's all I need to do. I can use that as well if I want to. I don't really need to. But yeah, we can go ahead and do this now. And this means there will be the statue boss at the very end of it. Now, I may have made a small mistake in this right now, though, which I am just going ahead and realizing. So if you're not sure how the statue boss stats are calculated, it is of all of the stats, at least from memory. I remember making a video on this when it first came out on my other channel. It combines the stats of every single shadow in your inventory. So having a full inventory, also having a full inventory of shadows that have been like super juiced thanks to my relic. May go ahead and make this a little bit too hard to do, but let's go give this our best run. It should be genuinely like a super easy clear for the first bits of it, as we already cleared the dungeon. That was a little bit too easy. Might as well try and do bother. Okay, you know what? Let's just go back on ourselves. And wait, we fell through the map. I don't really know how I did that there. Okay, so wait, let's actually clear this dungeon here. And then what I do want to do, because I don't want to just accidentally one-shot the boss and have the most like uncool thing. If we just unequip that for now, and I just like normally run through the dungeon. Okay, we can go through this here, and we can actually see the boss. So I want to see how much health does the boss have, because I think it is supposed to be calculated of like the stats of all my shadows. And if so, we may need to quickly go ahead and rerun this. So it should just be as simple as going tap to the Monarch there, and when the Monarch actually used to be insanely hard to beat, and then the Monarch's now beaten, and then oh boom, we're supposed to have a cutscene, right? And, okay, maybe we missed out on the cutscene, and have I just went ahead and messed up on this? And I think we should be able to beat this, but let me check. If I go ahead now, equip all my shadows, do we have a fighting chance? And we do have a fighting chance, honestly. This is relatively hard, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it goes off the stats of all my shadows. So the stats on this are only so stupidly high, because, well, all my shadows are, well, stupidly high there. And I mean, there isn't really much else for us to do. We're just going to like, beat this boss. It will take some time, but looking at that right there, there shouldn't be at all too much of a problem. What we can do while we wait is just see if we've got any quests to claim. I think we got that from just being like AFK earlier. We also got enemy suppression as well, so we'll quickly claim that. Which didn't actually give us a level for the first time in a while, and I don't really think we can get much from the other quests there. And I don't think there's been any updates since the last part in the game, so there shouldn't be like anything new that we don't already have in the game. Yeah, we should already have everything here. Something else we can look at, which I can't remember if I looked at the end of the last video, is if we go to talents, do I have any new talents to get? Okay, I don't think I have any new talents to get, as I'm not at this level yet. I don't really know the best combo. I feel like we've got the best combo, I suppose, for what like most of it. Of course, if you're actually playing, I'm pretty sure you basically put everything into either relics or like shadow damage from memory. But yeah, I'll come back to you guys when we went and beat the boss. That was going to be a build find the boss, so I thought let's go in and do the spinny wheel segment of the video. And basically, I'm just going to spin the wheel, and I've been trying to go ahead and get this 1% for a while. So of course, we do have unlimited tickets because we're on the admin account. And thanks to the limited tickets, it basically means we can go ahead and get this guy. But we've still had no luck at doing it. We've spent a decent amount of tickets so far. Nothing like crazy, so I do believe it is a 1% chance. We just haven't got lucky, I suppose, best way to look at it is. We got 5 more of these to go and do. Now, of course, we can start doing more videos, but I don't want half the video just be me spinning on this wheel, because I know a lot of you guys don't care about this skin, but I know, I thought it would be pretty cool to go ahead and try a look to see if we can get it. Anyway, we've got 3 more attempts, and wait, we just went ahead and got it there. Well, that's what's done, right? The mount is now ours, which is it this one? Wait, no, it's not this one. Wait, we beat it. Wait, did we beat the dungeon? No, I think it just moved for the cutscene, didn't it? And there it is, the Grave Wing Bat. We went ahead and got it. And if we still try and spin the wheels, it still gets the same thing there. So we don't don't really have any need to go do this. And wait, I can't die in this dungeon, can I? No, I can't die in the dungeon here. So this is literally just a matter of time before this boss will eventually fold and be destroyed. Anyway, let's just jump to it. It's been eliminated. And just like that, we have went ahead and beat the boss. I was trying to get on its low health, but yeah, I kind of missed it. Well, that honestly wasn't too hard to do. I remember my main account, it took me like a lot longer because I'm pretty sure I had like 2,000-3,000 shadows in my inventory. So anyway, that's done now, which I'm pretty sure I can leave. And I'm hoping that will save that there. And that means now we will finally be able to start doing some ranking up progression in the game. As being still the rank rare right now, of course, isn't too bad, but it does mean when we fight some of the harder waves of the game, we actually struggle purely, even though we're getting a crazy boost thanks to my relic that I have. It's the yeah, this relic, it gives me a crazy boost, but honestly, you heavily underestimate the amount of your levels. I did also test out just for fun against the boss if it was worth having something in shadow level, and I think it actually was. It took my shadows from doing about 800, not 800, about 80 IVG, I don't know what the number means there, all the way up to 147, so it definitely did do something. Of course, I'm mainly when I need the other relics for using them, but I don't know if that's worth kind of testing out. But now we can actually make our way back over here, and we can finally rank up again. If I'm pretty sure, yeah, if we go to the rank test, we actually should be able to go do some more rank and progression done. But before I do that, we actually should probably make sure we've done our little daily task of doing the shadow expeditions. I say daily, we do it every time we upload on the videos. And if we have the right relics on, we're hopefully going to see a very, very chunky XP upgrade here. So we have a 55,000 times XP buff, which, yes, that is a crazy XP buff. And if we just go and do one of those basic quests, we get, I think, 2 levels from it. So I think that we get them, yeah, two levels from these ones, which is pretty juicy. The epic ones give us about, I don't know, is that another just 2, 3 maybe? And then if we do this one, we get another, wait, tier increase. Does tier increase and level mean anything different? Wait, no, maybe it means the shadow going up. Okay, wait, we only maybe got 1 level off that. And if we do this one as well, okay, wait, I didn't actually gain near as much I think I thought I gained there. I think that was telling me my shadows tiered up. I don't really know. Well, maybe this is like a crazy shadow leveling method. Either way, though, oh, I suppose, yeah, okay, it's tier for the shadows. Okay, that does make sense there. Okay, we can't select and equip shadows. Let me just throw some random shadows in this, as we don't really heavily need to worry about something for like at the moment. It was quite beneficial to start, but honestly, with an infinite amount of tickets, legendary dust, legendary cores, basically I have all of these on an infinite amount. Honestly, the only use things for tier kills and then maybe experience, but you don't really get an insane amount compared to other things. So no, we'll maybe check it out later, but now I want to go ahead and I want to let you just speed run my level up. So you see I'm M+ rank now, and now just like magic, got M+ rank. So honestly, it says that I need to go ahead and complete the Hunter Test Rank GM. I have no clue how to do that quest, how to get this quest. So if you do know, please do tell me down below in the comments. But we got a massive stat buff right there. So I went through all the way about 150 to now 336. I literally was like, I'm pretty sure I doubled that. And I think now, if I'm correct, my shadows can level up. I think the best way to test that out, and again, I could be wrong, it's been a while since I've had to level anything up in any way, shape, or form. But I'm pretty sure if we go and make our way over to World 2 through the teleport menu, which does take a little bit of time sometimes, but actually relatively quick this time, we should be able to, I'm assuming the Halloween place is probably the best way to do it, get a higher buff on these guys, because now they have a higher level cap, or that I could be looking at completely wrong there. But wait, let's test out over here. If we go over here, do they level up a bit more? And we can see if this is actually the right way to do it there. And I don't know if that's actually done anything to the stats or not. Okay, possibly not. I may have forgot how stuff works. Either way, though, we are now doing double just off shadows or what we were doing previously. And of course, all my shadows, wait, okay, I know it's not working. All my shadows are set to the same, I'm pretty sure, because I have the Noob Killer on. So if we take the Noob Killer, not Noob Killer on, because we have the Blade of Dominion on. So basically, it's just times the stats by such high numbers that are adding up to the same number. So now my base level of shadows, we probably should have tested this out first, is at 15.59 DVG. Now, of course, there are still more ways we can get this higher. But for now, that's pretty decent. Honestly, we will need some better shadows at some point. That's something I am like almost 100% on. But as far as these shadows come taken out, we can like pretty much just take out any basic shadow very easily. And of course, with this relic, we can do a ton. And now we have a bunch of options, because I know that grinding up level is something that is worth doing, and probably trying to do some rebuffs as well. So So for example, I saw a method where you can just go in to the ancient hospital over here, and then you can go into it, make sure that, wait, let's make sure we got the right relics on there. We go to relics, we're going to take this off now, so we don't need the extra buff there for the time being. And then we can just put, let's put like drop chance on, and you literally can speedrun this. Like it's super easy to do. I'm assuming all you guys have seen this before, but like you just walk straight. I mean, you could, this isn't even effort. You are literally just walking straight at this point. You could literally just like have your finger AFK here and completely speedrun through this. Now I could use this method to level up. Honestly, it does feel like an okay way to do it, and maybe it's more effective in the actual game. I don't know. I feel like doing quests though seems a lot more effective to do for me at the moment. So we're gonna leave this dungeon here because we don't need to be in this dungeon, and let's move on to the next thing we're gonna do in this video, and that is going ahead and attempting to complete a UGM dungeon. Now I actually don't know how strong I am, and of course this isn't necessarily the strongest area in the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create the dungeon. I'm going to use an ultimate rank up rune. So this dungeon should be, well, I put a rank up rune normally. Okay, wait, we can't rank up anymore. So I don't know if this actually does go any higher than UGM. I don't know the highest dungeon in the game is at the moment. So please do tell me down below. I imagine it'd be like UGM plus, or maybe UGM is the highest. But let's see how easy it is to clear just a UGM dungeon. As that, personally, I don't believe we've tried doing one of these before. And I feel like, one, we may be able to get some cool drops of it. And two, it'll also be good so I can actually go ahead and gauge my strength. So there's basically two ways I'm going to go ahead and do this dungeon. So the first one is we're going to go ahead and load in. Oh, we're already completely destroying the dungeon. That was not what I intended to do. We're going to unequip my blade, and basically when that blade is gone, it means my shadow damage and weapon damage, it should, when it next updates, go down like super low. And what we're gonna make sure we also have on is we're gonna make sure we have we've got the Tomb Knowledge, got drop chance. Okay, no, we'll leave them on, and we're just gonna see how it is normally. And wait, maybe that won't update. Maybe this strategy is a bit flawed. Okay, and apparently I've already, you know what? Let's just completely forget about that, as I'm pretty sure we've already completely purged this dungeon. I wasn't expecting to be that easily. I'm not sure if my buffs were still staying in, or that's how it normally is, and maybe there is higher ranked dungeons. What we could also try is maybe I throw auto rise on. I would be interested to see, like, does that just, or like, how, what does that do? What rank do we get these guys at? Okay, is it just UGM? So is UGM the highest dungeon? Okay, that's what I'm going to gather from that right now. And honestly, that was completely early, way too easy to do. So we're not even going to bother trying to do that again, as we did just literally just obliterate the whole thing. And we will leave the dungeon there. But I definitely think that was a nice little experiment to see how strong we are. Okay, and honestly, that was just way too easy to go do. We should have a quick look at the hunter rank thing, because I feel like, I don't know, I want to end the video off with something that is like remotely fun. So this does remind me of another game in particular, but I basically can roll and I can get a higher rank. So if we go on very fast rolling there, we will hopefully end with a decent rank. We want, like, I don't know, what do we want? We probably want A rank or above would be pretty cool there. Although the rates do go pretty low for it. I think we've got easily a good chance going over A rank, so hopefully we get S rank. And we can see if we can get anything decent off this. I imagine there's going to be a bunch of these like gacha things spread across the map. So if you guys do want me to in a separate video, or you do feel like I need to in a separate video, go ahead and like try and max out all of them, or at least get to a decent level, because I don't know how hard a question mark is to get. And I don't think I have audio on play videos, but guys, this sound effects in this when it's on auto, genuinely it make my head want to explode. And wow, we are like genuinely, I think, getting terribly unlucky with these rolls, as we haven't even got the 0.9%. Like, we haven't actually hit 0.9%, and we have done a lot of rolls here, which is pretty bad odds, if we're being honest. As you see, we are pretty much mainly just getting the common one, which is 50% from the thing, and 30%. So I suppose that does kind of make sense, but like, yeah, and wow, we just completely and utterly ended up with B rank. Well, that was, I suppose, a little bit of a letdown as well. But yeah, I don't know, if you guys want to do a separate thing where I try and maybe get all of them to S ranks, then tell me down below in the comments. Tell me what you want to see in this series, because like I said, although we've got some really cool stuff, I'm pretty much just a noob of this game trying to get back on track. So any of the new stuff, you guys feel free to tell me if you want to do so, what I can do to help my account progress. But anyways, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye.